everyone, the Black Queen here with a Korean accent. Today we are getting to a new video by a channel that I have not covered on this series, on this channel. This is an animation for the Folly of Celestia. Yeah, Folly of Celestia. I was trying to repeat that word in my mind just to make sure it was not Foley, because I'm thinking of horses, you know. But yeah, so this is a 30-minute animation. And this is by FOB Equestria, which this is the same guy that has the Military Bronies react, which, you know, I was a big fan of. I watched a couple of them, but I think it was the Wonderbolts Academy, which was like my favorite video from this channel. Apart from that, he also has his Taking Episodes Too Seriously series, where he has a lot of guest features and stuff like that. I believe this is Josh Scorcher. I could be wrong, but like from his voice, I think that's him. And his OC is Firebrand. I'm guessing. I'm not too sure about that, but yeah. So. The Folly of Equestria. Did I say that for the first time? The Folly of Celestia. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be about. I think it was a dramatic. There was a dramatic reading of it. I can look that up right now. Got the presenter. Yeah, there was a dramatic reading. So I'm guessing maybe this is a fan fiction. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is a fanfiction because it says in this description. Oh, so this is from Dr. Wolf, and it says in the description, it says check out the story here at femfiction.net. So, yeah, so this is very likely a fanfiction. So I probably should have read the fanfiction before doing this, but I don't know. I just kind of decided to do this yesterday, but I didn't do it. I didn't read it, so we're just gonna get right into this. I have no predictions. I just have folly. Never actually knew the definition of that word, so I just know that it was like an old-timey word people use. But of Celestia, so Celestia is gonna be involved. Maybe the Folly of Celestia is Twilight. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. 3, 2, 1. A fiery Joker feature presentation. Disclaimer. The following is a fan-based parody. Hellsing Ultimate is owned by Kota Hirano and Studio Madhouse and is licensed by Genie and Magma Entertainment, Manga Entertainment, and Funimation. Please support the visual release. I'm sorry, no, that's not what that was. I just read it. I read it in my mind. Alright. Ink Rose. Okay, I know that name. And yes, Josh Scorcher, I believe. Based on a fanfiction by Josh. Okay, so he wrote it along with some others. I didn't read their names, I'm sorry. Le Folly of Celestia. Le Folly de Celestia. Alright. Twilight. Those from that angle look weird.
Princess Twilight Sparkle. Welcome. Who are
Is that the Alicorn amulet?
The answer to that question is complicated. We'll address it in due time, but for now...
Already this is pretty good animation. Not like S tier, but like pretty solid A tier, I think.
Okay,
Vesper?
Why am I here? How did I get here? Where is here? Why does this place look like the castle of the...
Two sisters.
Trust me when I say none of that...
Alicorn amulet? Or is that not? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a Sombra thing. Oh, it is the Alicorn amulet. Alright.
Celestia's crown? How did you get
You
that?
killed her!
What happened to her, did you?
Enough questions. All you need to know is that I am not your enemy, Twilight Sparkle. If you want to leave this place, all you have to do is take the crown.
Got it.
Then
Wait.
what?
And
Got it.
give it to someone else who deserves it more.
I don't know why I have this still.
Oh,
I think I dropped something.
That was going a different direction. I thought
That I wanted you to rule Equestria? No, you wouldn't like that, would you? So much power. So
Yeah,
much
that's not gonna happen, is it?
responsibility, So little time to spend with your friends.
It's a weird.
No,
I don't know.
Luna would do fine. Sunset Shimmer has proven her worth. Even Pinkie Pie will work. So
Wow.
long as you're no longer under the strings of a deluded tyrant.
come again.
Oh.
You heard me. Celestia, incompetent. Evil. The former.
Oh, okay.
She is not.
No. Well, then tell me this. How many times has she let Equestria suffer when she could fix the problem herself? How many times has she put your life on the line as a means of teaching you? How many of her poor decisions have backfired and made you suffer?
Yeah, this is pretty much what the fans have been saying.
Can't we talk about this? Celestia is a wonderful ruler, and I'm sure if we sit down and discuss it, I could change your mind.
That's unlikely. I would prefer not to waste time.
But if you force this on me, then you're no better than you claim Celestia to be.
Fine, you have a point there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Now, Twilight Sparkle, let me show you the truth about Celestia.
The dark side. Oh, red eyes. OC.
Let's start with something memorable. Nightmare Moon. I'm aware she could use the elements of harmony for whatever reason, but I find this troubling. She sent you, a simple unicorn at the time, and 5 other girls on a mission to save the world against an alicorn with unbelievable magical powers and strength, instead of an army or even lifting a single hoof.
Well, that's interesting.
herself.
This is interesting
Well,
designs right here.
Okay. Well, she couldn't make an army. That didn't work so well the first time. They lost pretty quickly.
No, I mean over time. Preparations. Build up a large army to take Nightmare Moon down when she reappears.
Are you sure that's a good idea? It took so many ponies to raise and lower the sun and moon in the past, and Celestia does it with no effort. Also, in my fight with Tyrek, the magic of 4 alicorns evenly matched the magic of every pony in Equestria, with Discord included. The strongest of us carries more magical power than a quarter of the entire pony population at a minimum.
What's your point?
My point is, with all of that power, Celestia still lost to Nightmare Moon. What hope do you think an army would have against a being even more powerful than that? Sending in an army to face Nightmare Moon would have been like sending gems to face a dragon, and she had the foresight to not allow so many pointless casualties.
Oh, I think you underestimate the value of a good plan and some preparation. Celestia had 1,000 years after all, but what puzzles me is she felt the need to keep it all a secret, even from you. Surely you would
It was in
have
books, though.
so much of the danger. Had you been a little more prepared,
Prepared how?
she could have at least told you about it all first.
You sure that would have worked? Back then, I didn't want friends of any kind. If I were told I had to make friends in order to save the world, I likely would have seen them as a means to an end, and they wouldn't really be my friends. Honestly,
Fair.
kindness, generosity, loyalty, laughter, I wouldn't have recognized any of those virtues
Magic.
if I hadn't experienced them like I did.
Is that your logic, or your feelings telling you that? I
Feelings.
It did end up like you claimed, that would have jeopardized the whole thing.
Well, those numbers are
That's the
supposed to
problem
represent.
here. We don't really know what could have happened. As you said, Celestia had 1,000 years to make a plan, and she picked this one. I admit it was a tricky gambit that placed me and all my friends in danger, but it worked in the end. So
I'm noticing a lot of this is it's just the show animation and not
I still
this
believe
animation.
it's too risky.
But
But you're right about
not complaining.
There are too many unknown variables. I'll concede
There's
the
3
possibility.
Twilights.
Nothing more than that. However, let us move on to Celestia shoving her responsibilities onto you.
what?
Okay, yeah, that she does all the time.
She sent 6 ponies off on a dangerous journey to shoo away a dragon that almost killed you.
What? He wasn't trying to kill us. He was just cranky because Rainbow kicked him in the face.
Hmm.
He could have hurt me or my friends with his immense size or his fire breath, but he didn't.
But he was a dragon. Dragons are dangerous. You had no
Racist.
He was safe.
That's specious?
Oh, wow.
Are you?
Speciest.
Saying that all dragons are dangerous?
Well, at this time, you guys didn't know
I don't
anything
know
about
that
dragons.
much about dragons.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
judging an entire species based on the actions of a few is wow.
So we're gonna go the racism route of this.
Semantics.
At least this one.
Even so, Celestia should have done this herself. She could have woofed the dragon away.
What? If Celestia dealt with the problem using magical aggression without due process, that's no better than her being a bully entirely.
I guess that was due process that
Didn't want
that they had in Dragonshy.
I was
So-
being figurative. She sent you as the diplomat in this. Why not send herself?
Maybe she was busy with something else.
Or maybe she didn't care enough.
Or maybe she was preparing her to be the next ruler of Equestria.
Those almost
I think that's the answer here.
I don't know. Maybe she just didn't know they were there.
I wonder if this
She's
is
not
before
manipulative.
the series finale.
Look, neither of us are gaining any ground here. Let's just move on.
Fine. Celestia could be debatably innocent with the dragon.
Hmm.
But why didn't she help you during Discord's first attack? Surely Celestia could have accompanied you on your quest to find the elements.
How could she have helped? Discord's more powerful than she is, and Celestia is not connected to the elements, and... Wait a minute. She did help me!
How did... Oh, yes. The
Yeah,
letter.
there we go. Just a nudge in the right direction.
Discord liked to corrupt ponies with his manipulation of the truth. It isn't hard to assume that he would likely try some sort of ironic twist on me and my friends to satisfy his warped sense of humor. He could easily have made us forget about what made friendship special. And he did. The only way to counter such a thing would be to remind us of what made the things we valued so special in the first place.
But how could she have known?
That's a weird shot right there.
She's fought him before. Maybe she sent them as a precaution.
Or maybe she thinks heartbreak and corruption are dramatic. Sadist. This is becoming frustrating. No solid proof of her
Maybe it's
guilt,
because your
but
argument
her
is
innocence,
flawed.
So we just need to look at something where she was clearly guilty. How about Sombra? Celestia knew he had returned, and still only sent you and your friends to face him without the elements of harmony.
Hold on there.
Well, let's see. Last time they
Never
did.
said that she knew Sombra returned.
Yeah, it didn't seem like.
Technically, she only showed me that Sombra existed.
Not my point.
Then again, it was a
Sent you on
test.
likely
It
dangerous
was shown to be a
with
test.
Just your friends, but without the elements of harmony as backup. Bit of a lack of preparation on her part. Celestia apparently thought your test was worth risking an entire kingdom over. Why did she not see the danger?
Because... No
She had
one-
faith in her.
was in any real danger?
Oh, I need to hear this.
Well, well, Luna and Celestia were enough to defeat Sombra the first time.
But he said that
If things
spell.
went sour, we could have easily sent a message to them, and they could easily put Sombra down for another 1,000 years if they chose.
Also, they had
and
Cadence,
I would have failed my test.
who was another powerful alicorn. So
Sombra was more of
yeah, and also she can't really leave Celestia can't really leave Canterlot. That's kind of her home
You're
base
agreeing
there.
with me?
I'm not unreasonable. When I think about it, I'm not even sure what Sombra would actually do. Turn everyone into slaves? Create more of those crystals that the Crystal Heart blasted into smoke? Like last time, when he lost? Please, if he had the power to defeat the two sisters, or destroy the Crystal Heart, he would have done it 1,000 years ago. A victory over you and your friends would merely have been temporarily unpleasant.
Huh. Maybe the only reason he succeeded in that alternate timeline was because Luna wasn't there to help Celestia.
Possible. Still, either of them could have come and helped drive off Sombra when he appeared.
Well, that's kinda my fault.
What do you mean?
Oh,
I kind of misinterpreted what Celestia said. She did send me to do a task, but I thought I had to do it all by myself as part of a test. But the problem is, if I had to do it myself,
well,
there would be no reason
I don't know.
to send my
Celestia
brother
did make it
kids
very clear that
and
it
my
must be
friends
you
there
and
too.
you alone who blah blah blah.
Yes.
So
The
that
reason you didn't contact Celestia
that wasn't
to
really
help Sombra
easy
was
to interpret
you thought
otherwise.
it was part of the test.
In hindsight, not one of my smarter moments. Anyways, every time I found myself in over my head, it's because I overestimated my abilities, not her. Parasprites, diamond dogs, all those dangers you mentioned. Celestia didn't
avalanche.
lift a hoof to help me with them because I didn't ask her to. If she always swooped in and solved all my problems for me, then I never would have been able to rise up to her level.
Celestia made.
I think you're mistaking parental love for lazy neglect.
Wow.
Suppose you had asked for help. Do you really think she would have come for you?
100%.
I disagree. Remember the wedding, when she should have trusted her most faithful student that something was amiss in a state of heightened security? Or were you just not that important to her?
Hey, that doesn't count. I barged into the wedding rehearsal with circumstantial evidence and slanderous accusations, and had the gall to just expect everyone to take my word for it.
Oh, now you're being ridiculous. It shouldn't have mattered if no one else had seen what you did. She still should have acknowledged you. All of Canterlot.
My accusations didn't have anything to do with the threat against Canterlot. No one had even guessed that the changelings were involved at that point. All I knew was that I thought my brother was going to be marrying a rotten pony.
And you didn't go to Celestia because you felt like you had to do it on your own.
Yes. I never claimed to be perfect. I was sad and angry, and I wasn't thinking straight. I felt alone. But I wasn't. She was always looking out for me. It's not her fault if I forget that sometimes.
You have a way of blaming yourself for her failings. Very well. And what about Tyrek?
Well, Tyrek was more powerful than Celestia.
Don't
Let's
you
be
think
honest.
that all that happened might have been avoided if Celestia had trusted you instead of someone else?
Discord.
Indeed.
Yeah, actually, that was a bad mistake.
Celestia ordered Discord's reformation. He gave a half-hearted promise, and she believed it. She immediately entrusted the spirit of disharmony with the safety of Equestria, Did it really surprise anyone when he betrayed you?
Again.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in the fandom was surprised either.
Probably the worst mistake I've ever made.
How is it your...
Possibly cover for that too.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out.
Do you remember when Discord tricked me by pretending to have the blue flu?
Yeah.
Yes, a cruel and deceitful trick befitting of that monster.
Wrong. If you think about it, Discord was forced to fake an illness in order for me to pay attention to him. I knew better than anyone that friendship isn't always easy, but I still let all my responsibilities fall on Fluttershy, instead of befriending him myself, or at least being more involved than I was. I failed my duties as the element of magic, and the Princess of Friendship so badly that Discord had to reach out to me, instead of me reaching out to him. Thinking back, I was really mean to him, only tolerating his presence rather than actually trying to be a friend. I should really apologize to him once I get back.
But how does that justify Celestia trusting Discord after his reformation?
Celestia trusted Discord because she trusted me. She trusted me as the bearer of the element of magic and the Princess of Friendship to befriend Discord sufficiently so that his allegiance to us was assured.
But don't you see? This never would have happened if you hadn't listened to Celestia. Neither of you had proof that you could trust Discord.
What means Celestia?
That's what friends do. They trust each other. True friends don't need proof for that.
Well,
Need
I mean,
proof.
yeah, okay.
I've had enough of this.
Okay, what's gonna happen? And who are you?
You know what you've proven at the end of all of this?
She's got no chin.
You haven't proven Celestia's innocence. All you've merely done is present another possibility.
Well, you
That
haven't
she's at
proven
fault.
anything either.
You don't see the dangers of this mindset? You don't see that what you think is trust is in actuality a very dangerous blind faith.
Well, with that attitude, how can you trust
I mean, I guess an
anyone?
alicorn can beat the
You're
alicorn
listening
amulet.
to what I'm saying. You need to take control of your own destiny. You can't let Celestia keep influencing your decisions. You're not her pet. You need to make your own choices and decisions. It's the right thing to do. It's what you should do.
You want me to make my own decisions? You want me to carve my own destiny? Fine then!
Are we gonna get a battle here? Or just destroy the crown? Okay.
What have you done?
I chose her instead of you. I may forget this a lot and have to relearn it constantly, but my friends are always there for me when I need them. And guess what? My oldest friend is Princess Celestia, and I will never,
Or Spike.
ever turn on her.
If we're not going by technical family, I guess Spike. No, maybe he's maybe he's adopted. So.
Princess Celestia! Princess Luna! I knew you'd come for me.
Of course we did, Twilight. I would never abandon you. Oh, I see you've known of my missing crown.
Sorry,
I wonder
Celestia.
what Luna's
I had to make it.
feelings on that would be.
More importantly, how did you find me?
It's a long story of little import at the moment. More imperative, who is our mystery
It's a nice
kidnapper?
Luna voice.
Don't bother. I already figured everything out.
Yeah, who is this?
How?
Easy.
Yeah, obvious Alicorn amulet. Okay, that was what was that referencing?
Been thinking about this
The
whole debate.
kind of feels like Death Note, but I don't think that's what they're referencing.
Firstly, I had to figure out where I was. If this were a dream, Princess Luna would have saved me earlier. If I were taken to the actual castle of the two sisters, Starlight or Spike would have noticed I was missing, and then they'd find me. We aren't in an alternate
But would they
timeline.
check there?
The time scroll was destroyed. The only thing that makes sense is a different dimension.
Oh.
Chrysalis wouldn't have such an intimate
Oh, okay, I
knowledge
see.
of my adventures. Neither would anyone else who has a grudge for that matter. And since you confirmed events unfolded pretty much the same in both our timelines, none of this world's villains could have done this either. As to who you are, I knew you couldn't be any of my enemies. But the giveaway was...
The enemy of my enemy is still my enemy. It's
what
just
went on inside my head.
we have something in common somehow.
What mattered most. And since we're in a different world, the only thing that makes sense is... you're me.
It's like a... Oh!
No, I am nothing like you.
Ah.
Sparkle. I'm so much more than that. I'm who you should be. All of what you are now, it's
Oh,
wrong.
okay,
How dare
I
you
see.
allow this tyrant to continue to enslave you. And it all will be corrected. Especially because the liar has come. Now we can finally see her for the evil witch she is.
What do you mean?
Princess Celestia, why did you make us a princess without our permission?
I mean, I guess that is
Us, of all ponies, into a princess? You entrusted powerful alicorn magic in the hooves of a mentally unstable unicorn who thought the one it needed spell was a good idea. You gave the very same unicorn the responsibility of running a kingdom without asking her first. Are you really that inconsiderate and stupid? You changed us forever, and you never considered how we might have felt about the whole thing. We are not the same pony anymore. Why did you change us under this flimsy excuse about destiny? Well, answer me! Celestia, aren't you going to defend yourself?
Twilight, do you hate me for my decision?
What? No, that's ridiculous.
No, Twilight. I want you to think hard about this. Twilight Sparkle, do you feel any resentment towards me over my decision to make you into a princess?
No, I don't. This is something I've always wanted. Ever since I first saw you. You wanted this for me ever since you accepted me as your student. You caused so much good to happen to me, and to grow so much. I could never resent you. But you should feel angry. You should hate her. Excuse you? We may be similar, but you are not me. You have no control over what I feel. So what if Celestia made me a princess without asking me first? Let me make this clear for you.
I mean, maybe she could have like said.
Don't care.
Oh, okay. That was a heart shape. I saw that.
You.
So I forgot what I was about to say.
You don't deserve your power or your crown. You don't deserve everyone's admiration. You don't deserve Celestia and Luna's admiration. I actually question things. I can see things for what they really are. I deserve.
Yeah, I see where this is going. Oh?
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Luna?
Luna, don't. You know what you need to do.
No. Stay away from me. I hate you.
What happened to you? What changed here to make you like this?
Nothing was different from your world. I just realized the truth about you. And I wanted nothing to do with you.
Why? I've only done what I thought was best for you. I've given you so many opportunities to find happiness and joy over the years. You wanted so much from life, and I gave it to you when you earned it. Every struggle that has come your way has made you better. And when it didn't, I protected you in any way I could.
You changed things. Everything was fine before you did this to me. I enjoyed just being your faithful student. Just being with my friends. Nothing had to change. Why did you make everything change?
Because you were destined for more than that. I saw the potential in you to be great, and I wanted you to have it. I may have provided opportunities, but in the end, you shined by your own actions. It was difficult, but you came out of each struggle braver, smarter, stronger, and a better friend. Every day you made me so proud. I did all of this for you, because I love you.
No, no, that's a lie. You can't love me. You can't. She's evil. She doesn't care about me. She's a tyrant. She doesn't love me. Celestia, can't we help her?
Sadly, no.
Mm.
But
Firework?
I think someone else could.
Oh.
Come. We should leave before they arrive.
Oh, sunset.
She doesn't love me. She doesn't love me. She doesn't love me. She doesn't.
Yeah, I think sunset might relate to this if it is. Wait. Okay, I thought we were gonna get sunset at the end. Well, I kind of want to just let the credits play out before I actually talk about this. So, Ink Rose was Celestia. Crown Prince. Okay, he was. She. I think it's a she. I don't know. They were in it. Minty Roo is also. Okay. Had a lot of people working on this. And what's it? Celestia's Ballad. Lauren Faust, of course. DHX and Hasbro. For constructive criticism. And the dramatic reading by Dr. Wolf. I love Compossible a lot. Saw Silver Quill also. Still 17 seconds left. Mirrors. Okay. That was a pretty amazing video, I gotta say. I think at the beginning, I was thinking, okay, is this just gonna be kind of a pretty looking analysis video? Because if it was just gonna be that, I was thinking I might get a little bored by the end, but I think it was good for what it was first trying to do. I'm pretty sure that the objective was is to tackle the idea that Celestia was a tyrant, or just a bad ruler, or a bad mentor. All three of those accusations is what they were trying to get at, because that has been a long-running debate in the fandom for a long time, whether or not Celestia was a good ruler or not, because obviously she doesn't really step in and take care of things herself. But at the end of the day, I think the reason that she puts Twilight in those situations is because she knows Twilight will be able to handle it. Though she has her fears, of course, that we've seen in Celestial Advice. But yeah, she knows that she was destined, because let's be real. Tree of Harmony looks exactly like her cutie mark. And yeah, I would think that if I saw that on Twilight, and I'm thinking, that looks like she's special. I should take her under my wing. Yeah, that's the kind of thing, because like, you don't Sunset, her I don't think her cutie mark really had anything to do with that. Sunset was just a really good student, I think. Twilight was shown to be something more than that. And Celestia knew. Celestia knew that Twilight was going to be the key to something in the future. And it wasn't long until she realized that she was going to be the one to either replace her or just be the next princess, which probably means replace her. But yeah, so all those tests that she had Twilight go through before turning into a princess was just a test to see how she can handle certain situations. But I understand the problem with making her a princess without really asking. That's like someone who's really good at their job or for leadership or whatever, and then saying, like, then you have the president, and it's just kind of like he just, guess what? You're the new president. And then it's like, well, I wasn't really expecting this. I don't know. I can understand that fault in it. Had things turned a different route, that may have been the Twilight that we got. Speaking of which, first off, I don't know if the gray in her color is just like, did she do that or not? But I'm guessing because she lost her element of magic, and she stayed gray, like in season 1, like in the season 2 premiere. But she never got that magic back. Or she did, but then it happened again, then she lost it. And she must have gone through like a very bad depression to where she cut off her wings. It's like X-Men 3, I think, Last Stand. Like you had that one kid with the wings, I forget his name, I think it was Angel, but like you had him, he didn't want the wings, so he just cut them off. Like, well, actually, it wasn't even that. It was just that he didn't want his dad knowing he was a mutant. But that has nothing to do with this. I'm just saying that was a very shocking image right there, I have to say. But yeah, I think they did put Celestia's character and motives into a good perspective, because I think there is still an argument to be made in alternate Twilight's case that Celestia really played these tests like without caution, without very carelessly. I just think that Celestia might have at least known pretty well what Twilight was going to become, and that she knew that all this was that she was going to succeed in all these things. She just needed to give her the experience, not even just a test. She probably knew that could happen, that Twilight would be able to succeed. She just needed Twilight to have the experience, so moving into princess level would not be a problem. And also, to be fair, I don't know if this was made before season 9, but to be fair, Twilight being a princess from season 4 or end of season 3 to season 8 was never really a delegating thing. I mean, of course, you had that one episode. It was like the episode right after she became princess, where in season 4 premiere, when Celestia and Luna had disappeared, and since Cadence is in the Crystal Empire, Twilight was the necessary replacement for the time being. So yeah, that is a feat, and it was kind of a unexpected thing. Then again, the princesses didn't expect it either, so they can't really blame that for them. That was Discord. That was all Discord right there. Just remember, the princesses got captured. Though they could have defended themselves. I'm just saying, they're alicorns. And versus some vines and weeds and stuff. I think they could have. I don't know. But like, up till season 8, well, up before season 9, Twilight's position as a princess was largely determined by Celestia in terms of she is meant to be something. However, for season 4, we don't know what that was. Like, she didn't know, Celestia didn't know, and it was up to Twilight to decide what she wanted to be the princess of when her castle grew at the end of season 4. And Celestia did give her, if you recall, it wasn't even really a choice, but she gave her like the opportunity to decide for herself. It's like, do you think this is what you're meant to? That this is what you're meant to do? And then Twilight doesn't necessarily just say it's what I'm meant to do. It's that she says it's what I choose to do, and that was her choice. So I think that does put a major block in that argument right there. So yeah, I think I might have rambled on a little long for this. This video is already 40 minutes, so I added 10 minutes of commentary to the video. But I think this was a very good video, especially that ending, where all of that sort of went down. I was just expecting Sunset Shimmer to come at the end, because the way that Celestia hinted at someone else can, but we didn't see Sunset. So I don't know. I'm guessing that the Sunset is the answer. It's just implied, but they're not actually gonna show it because it's too long already. But I'm gonna go ahead and safely guess, because they showed the mirror, and that's where Sunset went. So yeah. Enough rambling on. So hope you enjoyed the commentary. God bless. Stay safe. Have a nice day. And as always, goodbye.